Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations and welcome to my craft room. Today we are painting some dragon eyes because just this morning I have finished gluing all the teeth into these heads, and so the next step, because this is such a massive project, getting 21 dragon heads prepared for Dragon Con, which is Labor Day weekend, which is in like a handful of weeks. Um, And the thing is, I've known that it was coming for a whole year, and I still have 21 unfinished dragon heads, but I'm not going to beat myself up about that right now. To try to break down this huge task into smaller, more manageable pieces, I'm just knocking stuff off of my desk. What I did is I started by going through and making the little caps that they sit on first, and like, well, casting all the horns and heads, but like we'd set up the craft room for this one thing, and then we'd do it a whole bunch, and then we move on to the next step. And so I just saw a butterfly. The monarchs are going bonkers because I let the sand milkweed take over the whole garden basically this year. So between morning glories and sand milkweed, it's a butterfly haven out there, you guys. Like, I'm so excited. How do I find my own YouTube channel so I can read comments and stuff? Do 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 do. There it is. There we go. Oh, hey, Barbie. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. Oh, thank you. This is beautiful hairpiece. Thank you. I'm really enjoying wearing my hair in a braid here lately, but I still want to be able to feel fabulous. So I've been going with this route, and I just love it. Um, hey, Rogero from Brazil. Always learning something from you. Well, I'm so glad to be helpful to you. Today we're going to be painting with acrylic markers. Shake, shake, shake. We're going to be using, this is a picture frame that has grid paper in there instead of a picture. So you can kind of see, but it gives me a nice work surface. And then I'm going to be using an awl and a chisel to scratch the paint away. Now I'm using Artex brand, which all the tools and materials should be down in the video description, so that you can get your own if you want to craft along with me or make your own dragon eyes. And then we also sent out the material list in our newsletter also. Hey, Mare, happy belated birthday. Thank you, guys. Yesterday was such a good day. We took the day off. We only worked until like 1, and then we took the rest of the day off, but we got the shop update produced, which I'm going to be showing you guys today, because we made some sales, so I'm going to be picking orders, and that's very exciting. Well, thank you, Dee Dee. She's one of my best friends, but she's also my niece's mama. Like, so it's like, how do I... One of my good friends and family members gave me a really nice, like, ColourPop eyeshadow, like crayon. And I think those are my new favorite thing, because you can just kind of, sometimes I'll watch, like, Instagram reels, and somebody will have, like, pretend like these are sticks of makeup, okay? And they'll have them, like, Wolverine claws. Like one of them's, like, foundation, and the other one's something else, and the other one's some slightly darker mud. And they'll take it and they'll just go through and like go like whoosh, whoosh, and then they'll, and so whenever I'm using that stick that she gave me, I feel like, oh, I just grabbed these from random spots and now I don't know where they go. But I was having a lot of fun doing my Magic Girl transformation this morning, so thank you for saying something about my makeup. It tickled me pink. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, thank you, guys. I leveled up to 38 yesterday, which I'm very pleased about. 38 didn't feel so bad just yet. But the 2 days prior, Tuesday and Wednesday, you guys, like I was talking just a little bit ago, we started with casting all the stuff. We made all of the... This one's still relatively... You can still see the bones and the hot glue really well. So we started by casting a lot of the pieces out of Foamit 8. And today we're going to be painting the dragon eyes. And then some of them we ran out, we got the wrong portions. shipped to us. We needed 2 parts of part A and 1 of part B, and we got 1 of part A and 2 of part B. So we couldn't cast all the heads that we normally do because we like sculpted the original and then made a mold of it, and then we'd cast it out of foam A. We ran out. Fortunately, not Christmas, Halloween starts in like freaking June now, so we were able to buy up a bunch of these crazy bone skulls, which just make a really nice lightweight, because you can see in there it's hollow, so it keeps this nice and lightweight. So we got all the castings made, pivoted, because nothing ever goes actually to plan. And then we made all of these foam caps that make it to where, let me trade out hair pieces, to where you can wear it. That was not done yet, so don't judge it, okay? But it just gives you the idea, and that's what that foam cap does. And then here on the back, what we did Tuesday and Wednesday is Randy and I went through about a gallon of resin, you guys, and we cast all of these big old spikes. We did a new project. We started a new product line because it's only a few weeks until Dragon. Why not start a new product line? Because that's a good idea. It's no one's fault but my own. Even Randy was like, "Are you sure we should be doing that right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, definitely." Why would you even ask? Let me get my tiara back on straight. But so we poured a crap ton of resin, you guys. It took 2 full days of like at least 4 hours on Tuesday. Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
How long were we pouring resin on Wednesday? Was it from 9 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.?
Yeah, pretty much. It was all day.
Y'all, it was grueling. It was grueling. But it's okay because we used up all the resin. And the new product line is like this really cool, like swirly circlet that I think is going to be really awesome. We made a whole bunch of just like, we have like the gradiated sets of horns that go like doot, 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 down the back of the dragon head. But then we also have like little horn pairs, and we got a bunch of those cast for in the booth. So, hey Peyton, how's it going? Hey, hi Kitsune. Hey Big Smoke. Hey Peggy. But thank you guys. We got all of that done, and then so we were able to take my birthday yesterday completely off, other than working until 1. But that was just like taking pictures of pretty rocks and stuff for the shop update. Hey Tracy, how are you doing today? Which, speaking of which, let's paint a few pupils. Did I miss a vlog this week, or was the tutorial done in lieu of? The tutorial was done in lieu of. So since I didn't get a whole lot vlogged last week, the next vlog is going to be encapsulating 2 weeks worth of progress. So, oh, Kitsune, it was so nice. Randy and I went and saw Spooderman. And I had Randy's a fantastic date. Like, it's always fun. I always feel like he treats me like I'm such a lady, and even though I'm like kind of just waddling and bumping into stuff, he still treats me like I'm the princess of something. And so, like, oh, we ate Five Guys burger fries, and they gave us like a massive bag of French fries. And so we just ate that instead of popcorn at the theater. And he had made cookies for breakfast, but he kind of overcooked them. And I've overcooked my fair share of cookies too, but he told me about it and I was like, oh baby. But I was still asleep, so he like surprised me with it. It was really good with coffee. You can like dunk it. It was just a crisp cookie. But he was like, I'm so sorry. But he also in secret had made a cheesecake. So y'all, there's no mystery as to why I'm my voluptuousness. All right, but let's did someone say extra vlog for next week? It's still probably only going to be 30 minutes, Amy, but it's supposed to have 2 weeks worth of progress in it. Love that cookies. Yeah, it was a really nice day. Just we heard from a lot of folks, and that was really nice. Y'all, everybody made me feel really loved, and I feel so blessed. And it was a really nice birthday. So thank you to everyone. But Do y'all want to pick orders first, or do you want to paint pupils first? Do 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 do. I'm glad you had a relaxing birthday. It was awesome. Oh, and then we went to Hobby Lobby, and then we got to stop by some of our friends because one of our friends' house because they left something in our van last time we saw them. Which is like the perfect excuse to get to hang out again. I'm just gonna start accidentally leaving things at my friends' houses so that I can be like, oh no, I need that. I'll have to see you next week. Well, I'll also forget my other shoe or something. But yes, okay. Amir says orders. So Randy has them prepped for me over here. And if you guys are interested in some cabochons of your own, we do have them up for sale at backtoearthcreations.com, and you can use coupon code HAPPYCRAFTER to get 10% off of your order. Let me get some hydration in order. I missed shop update. No idea what I did yesterday. Oh no, Hamer. Call numbers, please. All right, Barbie. So this one is we're looking at, oh my god, you guys, we did so many groovy cabs, which I'm very pleased with the new groover. It came with like, so there's the thing that comes up out of the motor that the bit goes down on that has like and that you push against, but then it's got a little cap that goes on top of the thing, so now grit and stuff shouldn't be getting down inside the bit and locking the chuck up, which is what, and so fresh bit, so nice. Like, it's so easy to groove now. J61. And the reason why I mentioned that is because I was able to get a bunch of cabochons grooved, and we're also grooving cabs for the craft-along kits. J61. And I should actually go grab some of the rings because that's August's project, is actually making a wire wrapped ring using a groovy cabochon, but one that's a little bit more appropriately sized. That would be a fabulous ring, actually. So that was J61, and then everybody say bye-bye to that one. Then we have another one, J59, which is so pretty. It's so flashy, it's whiting out the camera. Like, that's neat. And then we have, how is your fingernail? It's okay. It's not doing great. I've started wearing like nitrile, like those blue gloves that I wear all the time. I've started wearing those just to keep the moisture off of it. And I'm using like a tea tree oil cuticle cream that I made to like try to hopefully. Ooh, Bot Axe says, what can I expect to see from this YouTube channel? Nothing good. We talk about crafts and we do wire wrapping, and I'm making 21 dragons for DragonCon at our next vending event. And today we added some cabochons to our website, and we're picking orders because we made some sales, which is the best thing ever. So J43 is the next one to have sold, and that's another one of the grooved cabochons. Hey Brooke, how are you doing? Hey Kara, I didn't see you come in. Wind out. But look at the flash in that. That's so pretty. I'm so nervous. Today I go set my booth up for the con this weekend, and I still have things to finish up making. Oh, Brooke, that's so exciting. You're going to do great. You're going to do so good. What time do you go set up? J43, and then up next we have J37, which is another groovy. You'll do great. Like, don't hesitate to be friendly with your neighbors, because, well, I just know that I've made some of my best friends with, chit-chatting with other vendors. So, don't be afraid to be sociable. Hey, Saki girl. 37 and J27. That's in the other tray. Hey, Reduce It. How are you doing today? What number is this one? J27. Oh, it's good to see you. I was thinking of you earlier. Look at that. And this one's groovy too, you guys. So it's already going off to its new home, but we do have some other easy wrap cabochons up on the website, backtoearthcreations.com. Ooh, Brooke says, oh yeah, we were friends with the girl who was next to us when we vended outside. Nice. Hey, Teresa, how's it going? That is a pretty one, isn't it? I've got one order ready for you, Randy. And then I've got one order ready for you.
All right.
I'm actually going to flip the camera around and we are going to get some pupils painted. So I'm going to have to kind of stagger this out. Yes. Stagger this out just a smidge. But that way I can do a layer, let it dry, pick some cabs, do a layer, and we'll get it figured out. I will prepare this tripod first. Tracy says hi, Randy. Randy says hey, Tracy. There we go. Pardon me for just a moment while I get this all set up and situated. Ooh, we use it since I'm supposed to be making inventory. Ooh. What inventory will you be working on? Kara says, did you have a good birthday? I think I had the best birthday ever so far. It was very good. And we celebrate for the whole month anyhow, so I'm going to be having a Sailor Moon watch party with one of my friends later in the month whose birthday is also in August, which I'm really excited about. I think we're going to have air-fried Arby's fries. So I need to make 11 pairs of dragon eyes today. Oh, well, thank you, Brooke. I turned 38 yesterday. Leveled up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We went to the Sam's Club. That was fun. 7. 8. And these are 40 by 30 millimeter cabochons. There's a link to where you can find your own for sale at down in the video description. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just need one more pair. There we go. And now we get to inspect them because sometimes these things show up scratched or chipped. So we got to take good care. We got to be careful to check them and make sure they're all right. Oh, well, thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you, Teresa. Woo, Kara says, I do too. It's the only way. So September is my month. Nice. Leather and gemstones, probably some boho styled items. Ooh, that sounds nice. Hubby just asked if there's anything I need from Hobby Lobby. My mind went blank. Well, first, the answer is yes, and then you figure it out when you get there. And that's just my strategy for any craft store. But no, yeah, 38 is still... I hope I have more life ahead of me than behind me. You know, it's going pretty good. He's over an hour away. Ah. Though I don't know, somebody the other day said they called me middle-aged, just like in passing, and it didn't feel wrong, you know, so it's like, I guess I'm middle-aged. Suits me just fine. Though for my birthday, for the next year, I've decided to give myself a gift for my 39th birthday. I've started another year of yoga, though I'm not recording it. This one's for me. Though I do have a year of yoga program over on our Monster Vlog channel. But and I've also started journaling. Like that's going to be my gift to myself for my next birthday, is a year of dedicating myself to that. Just because, man, years and years from now, things have been so busy right now that they're just a blur. So just trying to take an account of the day, like things that I'm grateful for, and you can see how there's a little, the way that the light plays across it, there's a little like doming in it. I think that'll be just fine. Yeah, you can kind of feel it with your finger. There's just a little bit. Whoop. Brooke says, hey, I could end up being 110. Who knows? Right on. Tracy says, you just a baby. I'm just a baby. Well, I'm a grown ass baby with grown up bills, so I guess I should act my age, but I don't know. I'm having too much fun. Oh, we do it says, yep, you there now. You're not middle aged. It's a number. If we're more than our labels, it's fine. But yeah, using that bar of light is a great tool to be able to see for scratches. Scanning. I almost wish I had an example of a scratched one to show you, but oh, see, it's got another little like whoop whoop right there in the. That'll be fine. Hey, Holly, how's it going? Just so excited. What's up? We only have a few more, and then I'm going to start painting. But this is just, this is not a high production value channel, you guys. I don't do edited things, really. This is just the reality of how long this takes and the steps that we go through. But quite frankly, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I like doing a bunch of the same thing over and over again. And you clicked on my face, so I'm presuming if you're here, you like this kind of stuff too. So welcome, welcome, welcome on into the craft room. But I'm so excited for the coming move, for Dragon Con, you know, just being at the end of my 30s just about. Like it's I'd like to be able to look back with clarity and remember this time of my life. So that's why the journaling, I think, is really important, because again, with moving, it's going to be, I think journaling is going to be a very helpful tool in kind of cleaning house mentally as we pack up and move, but also to just stay present and enjoy the process and write down things that I'm happy about, or um, things that I'm happy about or excited or worried, or, you know, good things that happen that I'm grateful for. Oh my God, this little hummingbird is coming so close to the window, you guys. Do you see that hummingbird right there? Oh, that was so cool. Oh, I'm sorry for the loud click in your ear, but I was not going to miss showing y'all that hummingbird if I could help it. That was so cool. Oh, wow. That's never happened before. That her coming close to the window like that. Wow. Oh. That was Randy. Did you see that?
I missed it.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's recorded now, so you can go back and look.
That's true.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, hey, Lisa, the thing that I'm checking for is I was just looking for scratches, because I don't want there to be scratches or big scuff spot, you know, right in the middle of my cabochon. And now is the time to check that. I just, in the past, I haven't always done that, and I've always regretted it. So now we have all of those. So I'm going to put this box away. Holly says, I always try to start journaling and then just fail. I just try just writing something down, and have that be it. Don't move the goalpost on yourself. Have that be the goal. And it could just be literally writing the word something and then the word down. Boom, you're journaling. There's no hoops to jump through. There's no grading or scoring system or anything like that. I've got some journals that I've been writing in sporadically. Like I'll just pick something up and start writing in it. And it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. It can be, but if you feel drawn towards journaling but have a hard time committing, that's okay. Don't make it something you have to commit to. Even just writing a note to your past or future self twice a year can offer so much. Like, it just gives you a little mile marker. Or at least that's what it does for me. Hey, Deborah, how's it going? Hey, Muggy Webster. This is okay, great. I'm assuming it would mess with the painting if there were scuffs or divots. Yeah. Well, the main thing is, it's hard to paint on if it's scratched here, but it's so visible. And the point of using a high quality, clear like glass cabochon is to get that really nice like lensing effect. I need to buckle and get new supplies before making this dragon head. I cannot do this with no hot glue or great stuff. Oh goodness, Kitsune. Yeah, gotta get the hot glue. Hey, Itzy. Oh, Barbie says, I am in need of a pair of your deep red cabs around 10 by 12 millimeter in size. Okay. Uh, I'll see what I can do. I think I might be able to. Do you want them like round? Oh, is that 10 by 12? Hey, Carol. All right. I'm completely overwhelmed, so I'm just going to go like this. Yeah. And now I only have to deal with these two. Okay. Brooke says, oh my God, I know I told you how our washer broke. They fixed it. Okay, I almost didn't put the tie-dye in that night because I was so busy. But I was like, nope, do it now. Something's going to tap into it tomorrow to prevent it. Well, our water heater had to be disconnected and still won't be fixed for a couple of days. I'm so glad I forced myself to do it that night. Right on, Brooke. Well done. Hey, Hannah, how's it going? More oval, but round will work. Okay, I'll see what I can make. Because it's started to cool off a little bit, so we may be able to run the kilns again. And also, you can holler at me if you want it zoomed in or zoomed out, or if I'm out of frame at all. Just let me know. So in the past, I've always painted my dragon eyes with nail polish, but the fumes really get to me nowadays. So I like these Artix markers. They're a high adhesion acrylic marker with a felt tip, like a brush style, brush shaped felt tip. And they bake well. I don't know about them being color fast for like years and years under UV exposure. So don't judge your pupils too hard on the first layer. I'm convinced that the trick to getting dragon eyes uh, like good, like to where it's like, yeah, I'm happy with that, is to just really lean into the layers. So you don't have to get the shape right or the size right away. You don't have to get the color placement exactly gradiated on the very first go through. Because, like, those are uh, not the worst, actually, but they could use some work. And so, if I'm being self critical and I'm looking at my work, the thing that I'm going to point out here to myself is, well, I certainly, instead of looking at this and being like, Psh, I suck at this, I should give up. Because that's not helping anybody. Like, that's no fun. It's what am I unhappy with? It's like, well, I really want that black of the pupil to be much denser. And then there's a little bit of like a weirdness on the edge of the pupil right there. And then there's like a little divot here. And so the step that we're going to do is we're going to one let it dry because it's a lot easier to not smear it and to just scratch it off very carefully because this tip can only get so fine. I love coming in with this is a leather awl. This one I can swap out different bits and do different things with it. I got it from Tandy Leather, but there is a like just an awl down in the video description. And that works fantastically too. Like honestly, this one it came in like a pack of tools like a multi-pack. Um, but I never use any of the other tips. It may as well have just been one of the, $7 leather awls that's just as stout and sturdy. But, I kind of I like this one. It's what I'm used to. Hey, Melisande, how's it going? What? Hannah says also, wow, the way I found you was Dragon Eye tutorials. Now here we are again. It's oddly nostalgic to me. Oh, really? Well, honestly, kind of same. I got really bothered by the fumes for like a while and was like, I don't know, just exploring other things and doing other stuff. And so I'm kind of coming back to doing Dragon Eyes now. Like we did an auction back in, what month is it? Midsummer. So it was July that we did that auction. Um, I just did Dragon Eye sculptures. Like it was so much fun. And Brooke says, I've been so stuck on how to do the clay around the eyes I've painted. Well, good news. I'm actually going to be doing some clay around these eyes, or at least some of them, in tomorrow's Kick live stream. That's kick.com/back to earth creations. Or you can sign up for our free newsletter. Now, I know you already know this, Brooke, but for anybody else who's watching who might want to come and hang out, we have a full screen. We have a hummingbird camera. We have a face cam. It's my favorite way of body doubling so that I can get stuff done. So, and hopefully be helpful because I love being helpful to y'all. Y'all inspire me every day with your different ideas and questions and just your own projects that you're working on and stuff. And so I have a lot of fun. A memory says, and we have loads of fun. Yes, we do. And giveaways. Aw, cutie bounty hunter says, I'm drawing a dragon right now and I'm going to make a video about it right now, so bye. Well, hi and bye. Good luck on your video and with your dragon. Ooh, Wedoos it says, have you tried scuffing the backs with sandpaper to help the color adhere? I haven't. I think it would make me worried that it wouldn't look shiny. Have you tried it? Does it work? Would you recommend it? Ooh, well, thank you so much. TD says, sharing you with my friend Tara. She's picking up wire wrapping. Well, good luck to Tara. Brooke says, sadly, I won't be there. I'll be at a con vending, but I can go and watch later that night, maybe. Right on. We'll be working on it. Probably, well, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll get it done real quick. We'll catch you up when you get back. I hope you have a fantastic weekend vending. It's going to be awesome. Ooh, Kitsune says, I've tried sanding on calibrated fishbowl or non-calibrated fishbowl glass. How did that go? Take a scratched cab and try it on that. I'm curious how it would turn out. That's a good idea. We'd use it. Oh no, those two don't match at all. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep painting pupils until I get two that look like we can just like tailor them down to look like each other. And so I kind of just want a really nice thick. That's such an odd shape, but I kind of love it. Now it definitely seems to deposit color more thickly whenever I use the tip as opposed to the side. Kitsune says, fun fact, the glass is so hard that it eats the sandpaper. You'd need a diamond grade to do much of anything. Ooh, that's a good tip. That's really good to know, actually. I may just use one of the the grinding heads on my grinder just to make very quick work of it. But I should try it with something that is easier to just buy at, Hobby Lobby or something. Though I think Hobby Lobby actually has a glass grinder now. Hannah says, I'll admit, I'm both using this strain to get the creative juices flowing and to escape the paranoia my current book gave me. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, to coffee or not to coffee? Have a headache, but early in the week I didn't sleep well and I assume I had caffeine too late. Drink some water and, like, drink perhaps quite a bit of water and then check back in like 20 minutes and see how you feel. And then probably have some coffee anyways. I don't know. Do you have decaf? Mary says it's hot out. The feels like temp is 99, and I did have to push a stroller up a hill in that. Right on. Yeah. So I don't know whether you coffee or not. Go ahead and get some more water in you too, because with that heat, that's if the kiddos are giving you a break today, I'd sit in front of the air conditioner vent and just hydrate my noodles. Like, look at that. There's barely any pigment on there. That's okay. We'll build it up. He says, I think you should do a set of eyes where the dragon looks cross-eyed. I like that idea. I think I'll experiment with that whenever I do like some smaller dragons. But some of these dragon heads cost about 3K, so I don't know if somebody like I'd hate for the goofy eyes to be what stops somebody from buying one of the dragon heads. Right, Mary, a break? LOL. I'll get that when I go to Salem. Then I'm gonna vote water and coffee, a Mary. Oh, I do hope you get some headache relief, though. Of watching people who've done a craft a million times, it helps me remember that some details don't need a bunch of time spent on them to be perfect on the first go. Dude, internally, I have not liked a single one of these pupils yet. Not a freaking one of them, but I have to get started. I have to start somewhere. And so making 22 individual eyeballs and trying to get pairs matched up, I just got to start going. So don't think that something has to be perfect, but working in bulk makes me just out of pure necessity. I have to stop. I have to shut down the part of my brain that's a perfectionist and be like, no, we're going to be productive, even if it's garbage. Ah, Brooke says, see, that's what helps me because I will sit there and mess with it for an hour to get it right. And I go, nope, don't do that. Yep. Bulk makes you bulk makes you less picky. That's a difficult sentence, Amara. But I also know just from experience, from my own experience, I know that the details, the additional layers will add refinement and get these to be where I want them to be. Oh, that's nice. Ah, that's really nice. Okay. And then also, as my muscle memory starts to get on board with some different things, cool things start happening that I just you all saw that happen in real time that unlocked. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it again. Truth, I have to make just a single pair and I'm going feral. Dude, just bulk paint some pupils. Just do the thing. Just do it. You can do it. You'll do great. Don't go feral. I wanted to set the craft room on fire earlier today, but does anyone have a recommendation for a baby blanket pattern? Ooh, I know we've got a lot of crocheters in here, so maybe somebody will have a good suggestion. Ooh, Hannah says, I'm planning on making one soon, but this is the first baby in my generation of the family. Oh, that's exciting. Like, do you have enough cabochons that you could just bulk paint a bunch? Because, like, they don't go bad. I don't know why I just did that to this, but I was compelled to. A pair of eyes with different sized pupils would be cool. Like one with thin pupils, like a cat in the sun, another with wide pupils, like a cat on the nip. Yes. Have a dragon that looks nipped out. And again, that takes me back to my same original worry that it's like, I'm just so scared of people not buying these at all. Like, we're putting so much work into it, Randy and I both. And, well, I hope they want to find homes because otherwise I'm going to have to move 21 dragons to Alabama with me. Okay, I have to put you in the dark so I can drive and just listen. Ooh, radio time. You know how many nerds are also stars? Oh no, just nipped out dragons. Oh, Holly says I made the mermaid tails for my grandnieces. Oh, that's really sweet. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going whoop. Oh, that was cool. So that's really cool. We're starting to build up to where we can do that more intentionally. But also, this is making me really wait until these first cabs that we've done are actually good and dry. Like, if that makes sense. Because I want to be able to add additional layers of the acrylic marker paint. But it really, I'm worried that it's just going to lift if I don't let it dry. Now, on jewelry, I often have a tendency to feather the edges of the dragon eyes that I'm painting. Whereas in the dragon heads, since there's so much detail going on usually on the whole dragon head, and since the pieces are often viewed as part of a whole costume that's like much larger and kind of, being viewed from slightly farther away, perhaps, I like to give them a sharp edge because I'm going to be backing these with a glow-in-the-dark polymer clay, and that crisp edge just translates a little better from farther away is what I've observed. All right, last one, and then we're going to pick some more orders. So just slapping some paint down there, and then I just want to test and see. Yeah, we're going to need to do 3 layers because I can still see. Okay, so I'm going to let that marker rest. And let's go ahead and flip the camera around. so cool that we got to see that hummingbird earlier, you guys. And so also if she comes back, I already have the camera flipped around so I can just go like, kerchow, and we'll be able to see the hummingbird and then kerchow back over here like that. So let's see. And Mimra says I should be crocheting, but I don't wanna. It's just a little testing pattern anyways. Oh, feel that I should have done some crochet stuff, but I just haven't made myself. Right on. You've been keeping yourself plenty busy, it seems, Brooke, in preparation for this convention. I'm in the hidey hole. I flew up to my parents' house to stay with my mom and have 2 new YouTube followers and people interested in my jewelry and brooms. Oh, Holly, that's amazing. Congratulations. And Amarmar says, we do's it. You probably can't see this, but yeah, Vaughn YouTube Live won't let you turn off screen. Really? Really, really not? Well, I don't know what that's about. But let's pick some orders. Whee! Barbie, are you here? I'm fixing to start yelling numbers, Barbie. Brooke says, oh yeah, I have a lot of other things I've been doing, but crochet was on the list. Just didn't happen. LOL. I need more arms. You can, after this convention, you can start prepping up and building and expanding your product line even more for your next vending event. So there's always, that's part of my favorite part of it, is there's always, gearing up for the next convention. But I may, if someone accused me of being a masochist, I don't think they'd be wrong. J2. So this is one of our homemade fused glass cabochons. We're just picking some orders. We did a shop update this week featuring the cabochons that I'm showing you now. So everyone say bye-bye to J2. I just love the way that banding looks. But if you're in the mood for shopping, you can find your own cabochons at backtoearthcreations.com. And you can use coupon code HAPPYCRAFTER to get 10% off. So here's one of the beautiful labradorites. Oh my gosh, it's flashing so bright. This one is J7. And you can see it has that groove added into the side, which August's Craft Along project is a groovy finger ring wrap, which let me go grab that, because we released the tutorial this Tuesday. I got it. I put it on. I'm so tempted to just keep this one. But yeah, so it's just a grooved wire wrap, but that's what our August's Craft Along kits has the materials for. And you'll get at least one grooved labradorite in your kit this month. So let's see, J7, we just picked that one. Did I set it down somewhere? J7. No, that was, okay, that was the labradorite. J14. This is another one of our homemade fused glass cabochons, and a beautiful, I think it's called Dubai chocolate. It's like a pistachio green. Which I think I'll be adding a groove to these ones. Tracy says, love the capris. Oh, thank you. They keep my thighs from fighting. Like, I don't wear shorts. I just wear these like long shorts, but I like the cutting down the side. It lets the breeze in, and it makes me feel like mischievous. My booty box subscription arrived at my house today, but I'm at my parents'. I ordered a kit for here too, so it comes Monday. Oh, okay, Holly. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, y'all. Va-va-voom, says Barbie. I know, and I'm just like, because otherwise I feel like a frumpy dumpling sometimes, because I like just waddle around in my Crocs all the time, because like if I walk normal, my shoes will fall off. So that's probably one of the many things that I'm looking forward to for the new house. Oh, well, new to us at least, is I'm going to be able to walk around barefoot without getting splinters. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Or even just in socks. Because here if we walk around in socks with like the flooring, we'll get like big old splinters. And that's no fun. Okay. Which one am I picking? We did J14. Check. J23. This one's really pretty too. Look at that. That labradorite, the blues in that. This would be beautiful wrapped up like a planet, which would be super easy to do, like a planet with rings, because it's got the groove in it. I like to groove it, groove it. I like to groove it, groove it. Oh, Brenda says, "Yay, barefoot!" I know, cause I wear like the barefoot shoes, but it's still wearing shoes. Boo, boo. Well, hey Giovanna, how's it going? Let's see. Which one did we just do? Is that J23? Yes. J54. I'm so excited that we made sales, you guys. This is another one of the Delphi chocolate. Amber says, hubby thinks I'm weird. Barefoot anywhere I can be, right? Like, I don't like stepping on sharp rocks and stuff, but if it's just around the house, that'd be amazing. It's so blurry. There we go. Now you can see the pretty banding. Oh, I just love it. And that was J54. Ooh, up next we have J53. I love being barefoot. I'd go barefoot everywhere if I could. Well, I shall be able to join your ranks, hopefully. That is so pretty. I love that it's copper and that silvery blue. And again, it's got that groove in it. The first thing that comes off when I'm coming in the house is my shoes. And that's just, gosh, this house that we're in. I vacuum multiple times a week. And it's not just pet fur. Like, there's like just filth. Like, so much just like dirt is in my house from me coming in and out all the dang old time. And I try to swap shoes, but it'll be like a whole vacuum canister full multiple times a week. And so I wonder what the new house is going to be like. Like, I wonder if I'll be able to use like just like a dust mop. Because like here we can't do that because again with the splinters. Shoes and bras are for the birds. And that was 53. Next page. But I'm just, thank you guys. This week's shop update went well. Like, I mean, I can't retire, but thank you. Like every week that we've been having a shop update that goes well, like we're that much closer to making the Alabama dream come true, and it used to be Tennessee, but then this opportunity arose and it's literally 20 minutes like away from where my father-in-law lives, which we wanted to move back to be around family, so I'm not torn up that I'm on the wrong side of the state line but I'm just excited to be going back home, and it's moving into one of my best friend's houses, and it's just been she's been an absolute dream to work with, like, and getting the contract figured out and like just everything. So I feel so blessed and lucky. But even I wouldn't be able to take advantage of this opportunity if it weren't for y'all. Like, you guys being here, watching our videos, and like hanging out and stuff. Like, I do appreciate when people, place orders and whenever you join our Happy Crafter Club and stuff like that. But just being here has helped so much, you guys. Like, it's it feels like an answer to a prayer, because I was like, I can't keep trying to live for an algorithm. It's like exhausting. because like emotionally exhausting, if that makes sense. It's like I want to do what I want to do and share it with y'all. We didn't need an algorithm involved, but I understand like logically. But just giving I gave up on trying to appease the algorithm. I'm going to be like I'm just going to do what I can the way I need to do it for me. And y'all showed up and it helped us get off the ground and like keep going, and so thank you guys so much. All right. I-30. Sounds like a highway. Well, hey, Nick. My name's Yvonne. Uh, my company is Back to Earth Creations. Oh, Tracy, you're such a sweetie. It says, love being here. Highlight of my day. I think we may have red dirt from the clay if you have red clay dirt. Oh, yeah. It's red clay in northern Alabama. Brenda says, can't wait till you get in your new house. Same, Brenda. We're so excited. Um, like the subflooring has been prepped for after DragonCon. Randy and I are going to be going, like, we're going to drop our booth off at the new house, which is huge. Like, I want to just leave my booth places. And then we're going to come home here to Missouri and get the fragiles, like some family heirlooms, like a glass lamp and some different things like that, and that we're just going to put into our minivan, and then we're going to drive back and get all the flooring, and we're going to be putting in the flooring for the new house next month, like next month. How long was it, March or April, that we found out that this was even happening? Like, this year has flown by, but I can't believe it's coming. Like, every day we get closer, but every shop update we get closer. It's like, come on, we can do this. We need to try to help you find some sponsors of house renovation supplies. Y'all are our sponsors. Everybody who's watching, everybody who orders stuff from our shop. We do it says, wow, exciting. I know. I'm freaking out, Laura. I live on a dirt and stone road. I have so much dust in my house. Oh man. Yeah. I remember whenever we lived in Ohio, it was all cedar dust and gravel dust on everything. It was impossible. I loved it though. Absolutely loved it. Parked and waiting. I can see you again. Ooh, Holly says you can add to your video's generation by showing y'all's house renovation and workroom setup. Oh, we're going to be vlogging the whole dang old thing. What? You guys are keeping me going lately. You don't even know. My health sucks and y'all are saving me. Oh, Kara, I'm so glad that we can be here for you. And if nothing else is just a distraction, but I always love seeing you in chat. So thank you for being here. Oh my God. Brenda sent 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Brenda. So welcome to our Happy Crafter Club. Mystic Michelle, more please. Debs Eastwood, Arios, and Kk. Y'all get access to our behind the scenes content and members only posts of like our 20% off coupon and things like that. It says, are you near any campgrounds? Asking for a friend. I'm pretty sure it's Montesano, I think is the name of the mountain. They've got a really nice campsite from what I recall, but that's like real close. That's real close to the house. Like, do, do, do. Oh, Kara says, I even watched your kick from Monday yesterday. That was freaking wild. Giveaways like crazy. I can't even believe. Like, Monday was the best giveaway day ever. Hey, Saki girl. But thank you so much for that, Brenda. That was so sweet and generous of you. Okay. I'm picking orders. Yes. Okay. So this one is J30. That's another one of the Dubai chocolate. So pretty. And then we've got J60 coming up next. By the time I'm done picking this order, we should be ready for another layer of paint and scratching on the pupils. And what's this one? J60? There we go. Ooh, now this one, this is an older cabochon that I forgot that we had. They were like in a weird, it's like a spot that I used to store cabochons, and then we haven't stored cabs there in a really long time. So like I forgot about the stuff that was in there. So we found some like old school cabochons, and this is whenever we were doing a lot of puddle smash melts. But do you see how it's like three-dimensional on the inside because of those big hunk of chunks of glass? Um, Very cool. I want to make more like these, but again, with the move being very soon, we're kind of just scrambling. So we'll see what, like, we're not starting any new projects. We're tying up loose ends and like we did order some new dichroic glass. So I'm really excited about that. Art Glass Supplies was having a sale. So I was like snagging up all the anything that I wasn't out of stock. I tried to get some of because again the shop update had gone so well. I was like, let's reinvest it back into the business. So J58. Ooh, look at how pretty this one is. I love those swirls. But yeah, I'm thinking I'd really like. Have y'all heard of the William Holland Lapidary School in Georgia? They're like a craft college that like when I go I want to go for a whole week because they've got rooms that you can book on site as far as I understand it, and they don't just do lapidary classes. You can like book yourself a solid curriculum from like, so you wake up in the morning, have breakfast, take a couple of classes, have lunch, take a couple of classes, have dinner, go to, and it's just like so really really rigorous. But like I want to go and take classes in lapidary, lampwork glass, and probably metal smithing. Oh, I would love that. Either copper or silver smithing. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked at their curriculum lately, but that would be a really cool place that like if Randy and I are able to schedule something, I kind of feel like y'all come down and book classes too, and we'll all hang out. Classwork comes first because this isn't a camp along. It's I'm here to learn stuff because they're not inexpensive. But I did last time I was looking at it. It also was not overpriced. Like it was very reasonable pricing for what they're offering. Um, but yeah, so that might be something that might be in our future. So something to look into. We do it says, I want to go. I want you to go too. But yeah, super cool stuff. All right, those are all going to be a beautiful collection, right, Holly? Somebody's got good taste. Hey, Tam Tam. Brenda says, oh yes, Monday was fun. I got to watch part of it. It was just bonkers. It's the William Holland Lapidary School. Uh, though it's been like a year since I've looked them up, so hopefully everything's still going well. Ooh, was the first J30 or I30? Should have been I30. It was I30. Good catch. So let me dig J30. Thank you, Barbie. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for catching that. Then where does J30 goes there? Let me see and make sure that because Randy picked some first, and I want to make sure that I30. There you go. Thank you for catching that, Barbie. Drive safe, we do's it. Have you ever heard of John C. Campbell Folk School? They also do weekend and week-long classes. They also have scholarships so you can apply for. I hadn't heard of that, Carol. Where is it based out of? John C. Campbell Folk School. Is that in Arkansas? Or is that... Anytime, Barbie. Okay, what was the last one that I did? 58, 62. What's in the other tray? Yes, J62. There we go. I think the Campbell one I looked at for broom classes. Oh, really, Holly? And now J55. Now this is a really pretty labradorite, y'all. Check this out. That is gorgeous. There it is. And again, you can almost just picture it wrapped in that same style. That's a great size for a ring. I can't tell if that's thunder or motorcycles. And that was J55. Up next we have J52. Ah, this is another one of the marble style ones. I love that. Because like whenever you look at it from the side and it gets like the depth in it. I loved marbles as a kid, you guys, or as a kid. Um, I really liked eating marbles at first, but I had to stop because obvious reasons. But that is so pretty. I just loved the swirlies that were in the on the insides of them. That was J52. And then J50. This is another really pretty one. Oh, those stripes though. And it's very subtle, but there's some striping down in this clear whitish area too. Okay, and then J49. Oh, that one's pretty as well. I feel like I'm saying that about every single one, but it's what I think when I see each of them. Like, do you see what I mean though? Like, how do you not look at that and go, yeah, that's a pretty one? And of course, this one has that easy wrap groove in it as well. And if any of y'all are interested, I'm picking an order. So all of these ones that I'm showing you are already claimed. But if you want some cabochons for yourself, you can find them at backtoearthcreations.com. And you can use coupon code HAPPYCRAFTER to get 10% off of your order if something catches your eye. Okay. I think I'm getting close. That's J47. This is another really pretty labradorite. Look at that blue. So pretty. And again, it has that easy wrap groove in it. J47. And then we have a J45, another really pretty labradorite. Ooh, that blue in the middle too. That's pretty sweet. And again, you can see that little groove in there. Ooh, and then up next we have J48. Now this is it's blue aventurine or blue goldstone, but we did not make it. It was some in those that tray of cabochons. That, oh gosh, that's so sparkly and pretty though. So the ones that are store-bought vary from ours because on ours we dome it with clear so it lenses and distorts the blue and gets a different effect, but these are still very pretty. These were lapidaried out of it's like if we were to take the sheet that we have of blue aventurine and like stack it upon itself and melted it down into like a slab and then cut the slab into thick enough pieces that we can do lapidary work on it. So, but these are calibrated to a 30 by 22 millimeter size, so they do fit well into prefabricated like bezels and trays, which I think is very nice. There's not a lot of the stuff that we carry in our shop that has been calibrated, so that is really nice when that happens. I'm a lab hoarder as well, Holly, says Brenda. Eating marbles. I was an odd duck. I would eat rocks. Like, you don't chew them. That's ridiculous. But no, it's just, I was an odd duck. I pretended I was a horse a lot of the time. An embarrassingly amount of a lot of the time. But you know, I grew up okay. Nay, you didn't. Send help. All right, J44. I never get bored though, you guys. This is the next one that I think is just stunning. Look at how the light transferred through it, which I think that makes it a good candidate for being a sun catcher. And then just that little bit of feathering and glass patterning. Just so pretty. Wow, Holly, that's wild. And then up next we have J42, which is another one of our drops of Jupiter cabochons. I really wanted to capture that kind of agate banding of like a landscape. So cool. So that's J42, and then we got J41. Look at the nebula flashing that. Holy mackerel. That's nice. And again, it's got a little groove in it, so it'll be a nice, easy wrap. And that was J41. Up next, we have, somebody went down the line, J40, which is another one of those beautifully shimmering blue goldstone. Like, I mean, it looks like an evening gown of sequins just shimmering under the light. Like, so pretty. And that was J40. And then we have a J38, which is another one of our Dubai chocolate, kind of pistachio and green with a milk chocolate swirl. And then, oops, we have J39, which is another really pretty labradorite. Look at the flash in that. That is so intense. And again, with that little groove added into it. And just because something can be easily wrapped doesn't mean that it can't be ornately or expertly or wonderfully. Like, I think it really adds a lot to the piece to be able to add in that groove wrap element. Ooh, that was J39. Up next, we have J36. Now, this is one, y'all, check that out. That is so, like, just shimmery and pretty to me. Say bye-bye, it's going off to its new home. J36. So then we've got J35. Randy, we might need a bigger box. Look at the flash in that one. Wow. Ooh, if we could capture it. Maybe if we... There it is. That's pretty nice. And again, groovy wrapped. I get the feeling that I'm going to be doing a lot of grooving, but I don't mind it a bit because it's keeping us in business and it's making our dreams come true. So thank you to everybody who places orders with us. That was J36, J35. Now we have J33, which is another really beautiful labradorite. Now this one has a very speckled nebulae, like through this area. There we go. You can start to see it. The camera never does these justice. There you go. So it has some really small but like piercing pinpoints of flash in it. And then it also has a chatoyance through here. It's a very nice one. And that was J33. And then we have J29, but that's in a different tray. Almost marveled, yeah. I have to watch the Grooving Your Cabs video. Guess I'll need to get a cutter. They're nice. Those Dubai ones are fab. That blue is unreal. Oh, right in the labradorite. So now we have J29. This is another one that kind of matches. It's cabbed in a very similar way with a high dome. And with that same kind of almost opal-like speckling of intense color that the camera's just not picking up on. There we go. And when you get these out in natural daylight as well, they're really stellar. Bingo! This is Holly. Well, Well, hey, creative one. We started an hour and 14 minutes ago. We usually start at 3 p.m. Sometimes I run a little late. And then J28 is next. This is another one of those green marble cabs. I just love that banding. Because we achieve that by stacking different sheets of glass on top of each other, and then we'll melt it down, and so it'll like pancake out, and it'll shrink. It's like if you stack polymer clay and then compress it or roll it, and it like puts all those layers thin together. But the glass only melts down to about 6 to 8 millimeters thick, and then we'll smash it and then take those pieces and turn them up on their sides so that the banding will like melt that way and show off the banding. But on the crumbs and things, the frit that comes off of that smashing process, smashing, um, we'll put them in a bisque mold, which is a fired ceramic, but it does not have a glaze on it. And we fire the glass in there, and so it's unlike in a resin mold. Like if this is the mold and you pour the resin into it, and the cabochon would be sitting like that, and then you unmold it and that shiny side is like up. With the glass, you have the mold and you put all of the frit in it, and then you fire it to like 1,450 degrees Fahrenheit roughly, and you hold it there, and it puddles. The surface tension of the glass in its liquid form or its molten form puddles out. And now this one was made in a mold, so like some of them, this one are different thicknesses, but they're the same size. Whereas guys like these ones that are tile style cabochons, they're going to get larger but be the same thickness. So, yeah, baby, I got you. So this one's J28. Sorry, I really like fused glass, so I'll just kind of go off on a tangent. Yes, it is a very pretty green, though. We're queens of typos and victims of autocorrect. These are great for a really basic wrap since they can, since they're translucent, and that really lends themselves to the, that is thunder, to the groovy wrap as well, because you don't have to have any wire on the back of it. So there's J28, and then we have J25. Like, did y'all hear that thunder? I love storms. Look at that blue. I gotta go let that doggy in, so I'll be right back. That's J25, and that brings us to the next page. My goodness. Oh, thank you, honey.
Yes, that was thunder.
So now we have J30. That's the one that we showed earlier. And then we have J32. It's another one of the beautiful... one of those beautiful blue goldstone cabochons. That's J32. And then we have J21, which is... Look at this lab, you guys. I love that whenever they're like an orangey coppery gold and that really intense like aqua navy blue. Like, that's so good. And then we have J22, which is another of the Dubai chocolate. That green is so pretty. Like, I love that color of green. Like, is that chartreuse or like lime? I don't know. I like it. And that was 22. So now on to J20. Ah, that was the one I was showing you to compare with earlier. And with this one, you can kind of see on the back side the different colors of the stripes that are in there. Because I was able to mix in the mold, I put down like a frit, and then I put in the other random pieces. That way it has something to melt into. And I just loved the way that it did come out. I can't remember what color I had used, but oopsie. Ooh, J18. It's another one of our Jupiter swirl. Just loving the way that that looks. And it's got two little air bubbles in there. Ooh, and then J17. Just labradorites and thunder. There we go. Wow. Ooh. That is so pretty. Oh man, that's pretty. I like rocks. Oh, some of them I made. Now on the labradorite, I did not make those. I just added the groove. I hope to one day be able to do my own lapidary work, but right now I'm limited to what I can do on my glass grinder, which is like I can kind of reshape the edge of something, but I don't have the capacity for like doing high polishes or like refined shaping or anything. And we have J15, but the fused glass we do make in our home kiln, and I just love the glass. Oh, look at that with that labradorite. I would love to craft, but I also want to read my mom, who, while she recovers from surgery, be there for you, Mama. Crafting can wait. The cabs from a couple months ago, the fire ones, I scratched off some of the color on the bottom by accident. Can we fix it with acrylic paint? Yeah, I think so. Either acrylic paint or like nail polish might work, because it's still glass, so you can use anything that you would normally paint glass on. That's wild though. What happened to that? It scratched off. I've never had that happen before. J15, J13. Like, were you like sanding it or? Hummingbird. You see that hummingbird? Always feels like somebody's watching me. There's two hummingbirds. Did you see the second one, or did I imagine that? Okay. I like hummingbirds. Yes. Okay. Back to shiny rocks. The pokey end of the wire scratched it. Wow. Giovanna says, I saw the birds. Nice. Slip, slurp. What number was this? That was J13. And then we've got J12, and it's another one of those nice green ones with the marbling. I love the pattern in that one with those teal pieces. There were a lot of really gorgeous labradorites, if that's what you're talking about in this shop update. Like, if we weren't trying to clear everything out, I would have hoarded them for myself. But we're gonna get moved, and the less stuff we can bring with us, the better. Hummingbird again. So up next we have another labradorite. That's J11. Ooh, and then we'll have J9, which this one's probably my favorite labradorite from the whole thing. Wow, this one's thirsty. Just drinking and drinking. Oh, All right. That just, it makes my day to get to share that with you guys. So I hope y'all don't mind um, the watching the hummingbirds with me. But this one is J9, and this right here, this shape, is why I want to get into lapidary work. I think the shield shape like this is so beautiful. I love it. And it's, I don't find them as frequently as I would like, but look at that beautiful dark blue just shifting through there. Like, I mean, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. And it's, I just gotta, I want to be able to make our fused glass in this shape because I think it looks beautiful pendulous side down. Like, wrapping it like this, I think looks gorgeous. Wrapping it like this, I think looks gorgeous. And if I had two of them that matched coming down onto either side, I think that would be so cool on like necklaces and circlets and things. And it's just sometimes you got to make it yourself. So yeah, we're gonna need a bigger box. And then 5 more cabs, and then we'll get back to painting dragon eyes. So we've got J10, which is another one of those really pretty fused glass cabochons. And then J5. And this one's a really beautiful labradorite as well. Making shields like night shields for Dragon Con. Oh, I love that. It is, Holly. Ooh. I love the veining in this one. Ooh, that is just gorgeous. And that was J5. And then we have J6, one of the Dubai chocolates. And this one has such a beautiful, gentle swirl and like a little constellation going over here, which I just love. Like, if I could get really, a goal of mine, I'd like to get really good at making cabochons on the mandrel on my torch so that I can put in like the Orion constellation or, you know, the Taurid constellation in bubbles. Like, that would be cool. That would be the coolest line of zodiac glass cabochons. And I want so badly but to do that, but I'm not there yet. I need so much more practice on my torch before I can pull that off. But that's what I want to do. That's one of the many things I want to do. But J4, another one of these guys. That is so, I love the colors in that. And then up next we've got J1, and then this one is such a cool shape too, you guys. Have you ever wrapped this shape of cab before? Oh, I'd love to see what Barbie makes with it. That would make my day. There we go. I think they just make such beautiful, sleek, like slightly asymmetrical pieces. Alrighty, you guys. So we're going to do a second wave of paint on the pupils. But I think that we will be able to do like some painting and scratching at the same time. So let's go ahead and get the camera flipped around. There we go.
Okay, this one's done?
Yes. Thank you, honey. Alright, so I'm going to move everybody off to this. It is a heavy box. Oop, there goes my marker. But yeah, I'm going to scoot everything off slightly more carefully than what I did last time, which is okay. Though I guess really I should be looking at these like which, oh, one of these quilled grass seeds was just there on the couch, and I just, oh, I bet there's a rainbow outside. No, not yet. Okay. It's not late enough for the evening yet. Ooh, I hate those. I guess we should be seeing which eyes look most like each other. Just to, this will bring them all back. Um, and y'all might actually be able to help me on this one. Oh no, Laura, me too. I've been in top chat this whole time. I'm so sorry to anybody if I've missed your comments. Any sign of rainbows?
No.
Thank you for looking. You're the sweetest in the whole world. Did you know that?
Where?
Well.
Did you ever take those cookies in your purse?
No, there's still cookies in my purse. Can I eat them?
Yeah.
Can you bring me my purse cookies? My birthday purse cookies. Okay. So I actually think these two, while they don't match in intensity, they match in shape pretty well. Ooh, I bet they're extra good from being in my purse all day. Yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all be very jealous. This is a good cookie. Mmm. Actually, honey,
Yeah.
they're super chewy now.
Oh.
It's really nice. Do you want one?
No.
Oh, all right.
Do you want to save one for the cheesecake?
Yes. That's a really good idea. Thank you.
Top left, top right.
Alrighty. With a little swig of coffee to chase that cookie down. Yeah, I think these two match pretty well. So I'm just going to start building up the, yeah. Before I worry about making them match too much, they need multiple layers of paint applied. And so this is one of the ways that I feel like the nail polish was superior to the acrylic, and that is being able to get down a nice, even pupil pretty rapidly. I like rarely had to do multiple layers because I would just kind of like glob on some nail polish and then drag it around with the awl. But the fact that I am able to do this without fumes is worth its weight in gold to me. These are Arctic's brand acrylic markers. So it's not quite a paint pen because you don't have to compress down the tip. Um, it specifically is like drawing with a marker. Mm-hmm. We do. It says C middle aged. I've no, that I can't take that excuse. I've been messing up with the top chat since 2016. So wow, I need to get the markers to make my life easier, but I did do the eye I posted in the community with the acrylic paint and brushes and an all to scratch the layers. And that came out gorgeous, Brooke. That was intense. Like really well done. Bye, Giovanna. Sleep well. And so now this one's going to be a good example of how it looks with 3 layers. And it just lets it get completely darkened in. And then we can clean it up with scratching and get them to match each other like perfectly. Or as close to perfect as necessary. Because I don't let myself get caught up on the perfection of something because there are so many layers ahead that um, I am going to mess up. I would bet money that I'm going to scratch one of these pupils after it's all been painted and made perfect whenever I'm scratching the other colors. And so I don't let it bother me. I just let myself know, how are we going to fix this whenever I do that? And the way that I fix it is I just go back over it with a black marker, a black acrylic paint pen marker thing, and fill in the scratch. And so you don't have to get it perfect. You just got to know how to fix when things go too awry. Well, welcome back, Peggy. Mm-hmm. 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 But yeah, so here, if you can see the difference between 1 layer and 2 layers. And I think you'll especially be able to see it with a banana for scale. Just because if you're able to see the color through the pupil. Hey, Amber Kitty. Banana. Hannah says, even as a part of the youth, the whole top chat, live chat thing is weirdly counterintuitive, right? I don't know why YouTube is the way that YouTube is. The boss is here. Yarp. But yeah, so again, it's a real subtle difference, but the magic happens in the details. And you get out of something what you put into it. So, and honestly, it takes the same amount of time. I'd still be waiting for that to dry. So while I have the tools out, I may as well be working in a batch. But this is what I was afraid of. Do you see how it has lifted the color, the paint? You can kind of see right there. There you go. So I gotta let that dry some more. There we go. I'm gonna set that one off to the side because it is a problem child. Oh, the purse cookies? I've been doing that since I was a kid. Always keeping stashed snacks. Like you couldn't take me to a buffet if I had any sort of like fanny pack or anything. I'd be smuggling. rolls weren't safe. We do this as you're an old soul. I must be. I dig it though. It's my favorite way of being so far. It's a lot of fun. There we go. And I try to be real gentle and light-handed, but still, sometimes you just get a problem pupil. And so now, even though we're working on the pupils still and I'm waiting for them to dry, on all of my eyes, I do know that I like to do a little fringe of color around the edge. I just think it makes it pop. Like it's like the black eyeliner of the dragon eye. And I just very lightly, I try to touch the marker to the cabochon as absolutely softly as I can. And so we really can just start to like feather in. And I don't need to brush the glass on the way up because that's just going to put pigment here. So I'm just petting down. There we go. And this way, this can go ahead and be drying for the next step is going to be we'll put the third layer on the pupils and then do the scratching. And that way this edging is ready for being scratched as well. Brush, brush, brush. And just doing that same thing around all of these eyes. You make it all exciting for us too. Oh, really? That makes me happy. I'm glad to get to share the joy and excitement with you. Brushing around. We've got 22 eyes, so 11 pairs. And I actually have the horn colors because I don't have like set in stone plans for any of these dragons yet, you guys, which is concerning. But sometimes like you just don't know who they're going to be till they're all done. So the color schemes that I'll need to match to is we've got one dragon head that has neon yellow spikes. And then we have a neon green one, the neutral purple, the neon pink. Let me paint one more and I'll show you as opposed to just reading it off of the list. Oh, well, thank you so much for saying so. Just coming around, trying to remember to breathe and release any tension from my shoulders that I might be holding on to. Because this is that we're here for the long haul. If I let myself just be all tight and, not stressed. Red clay in Arkansas too. Okay. So we're gonna come over here. So like you can see this one, these horns have a very slight purple. I don't think you're going to be able to see those ones glow. That it was a purple neutral, and it is just the least glowy of all of them. Whereas you can see those green, those be popping. Like, the purple, not so much. It's just not very reactive. Like, you can even see the teeth are glowing blue. But so this one's going to be like a blue and purple scheme. This one is green. We've got like a fluorescent pink over here. We've got those aqua horns. Everybody's upside down because of their spikes. But like here we've got some really cool like fluorescent red, which I just love. And then this one has that blue. Now this one is very, we're gonna have to charge it up. It like glows very gently. It glows blue. Like you might really be able to see on that one. Like, do you see how it glows blue? And then this one isn't even super glowy at all, which is kind of odd. But, and then, whereas that one is like really fluorescing. So I don't know what the deal is. And then we've got more of that purple. This like yellow, and like that one's cool. Those guys have their latex on them. This one is aqua. So these are the color schemes of like things that I can probably start turning these over. Do y'all want to see them? So this is what one of them looks like done. Just to don't panic. I'm a professional, I promise. Like they're not just gonna. Don't judge them before they're done, y'all. They're not done cooking. They're still growing their skin and such. But this one is going to be paired up with some maple leaves on like the back of the head. And then we're going to be sculpting around the beautiful labradorites and those green eyes. So this is what I'm doing with the eyes today. And then, and again, this morning I put everybody's teeth in so they're all sharp and snappy. This one's got quartz crystals, which the new, where did I put my, there it is. Check this out. The hot glue that we got is glow in the dark, but for some reason it fluoresces blue. So like, does that not, I'm taking this and going like that. And then if we were to get in there, you can kind of see them glowing. Like, that is so cool to me. And we still need to build the snouts on them. So again, they've just got their bones showing. And then this one. And let me show you how. And then these ones glow in the dark as well. But it's just hard to see through the colored glass. User says, did you buy these or 3D print them? So these ones, these are Crazy Bone skulls. Because I had sculpted the original and was casting it out of Foamit 8, but we ran out of Foamit 8 and we weren't going to be able to get any in until it was too late. We have an event on Labor Day weekend. And so we had to like, but these ones like, we cast it out of, it's basically a DIY polyurethane. But then these other ones are Crazy Bone skulls because we needed product, and so we were able to just order those, and then we'll be sculpting over them. But like this, we cast out of like resin, and then we paint the eyes. But no, we don't have a 3D printer. That'd be cool, but we're not there yet. So we've got this big boy, which that was such an excursion. This is the only one we were able to get cast before we ran out of the Foamit 8. Oh, Barbie, I love that. Are you selling these? They're cool. Oh, well, thank you. We are. We're debuting them at DragonCon this year. And then any that we have will also be going up for sale on our website after that. But again, they'll look like that when they're all said and done. Like you can kind of see we used the same mold to cast out of resin. Where'd my... So, God, I love that dragon. So like she's got a lot of glow in the dark elements all up her neck. And like she fluoresces. I just really like stuff that fluoresces. But the horns and stuff, these glow. Let's see. Let's turn this one right side up. So like, yeah, there's going to be so much more. Like, to show you an example, these are some of them that have had some sculpting added to them, and they're ready for their paint job. Yeah, I'll put one in here in a sec. Let me get them all flipped over, though, just to be able to see. Get an inspiration for what colors I should paint the eyes. But yeah, so like even with The eye glows green, but fluoresces as well. And it's gonna look better when she's got her skin on. And then, which one should I put on, y'all, to demonstrate? But yeah, we're waiting on some barge cement to get here because before they have the caps, they're just, but we ran out of barge cement and it's like back ordered. Here, I'll put this one on. This is how they start coming together. She's ready for another layer of details, but she doesn't have her eyes in yet. Did you use pigment powder for all the glow colors? Yeah, I used the Art and glow powder. Um, and I've decided for future me, whenever I need to do at least 10 grams of the glow powder per batch, because otherwise it's weak. Why have it be glow in the dark if it's just gonna be weak sauce? So, but I've learned my lesson. But yeah, so that's the cap, and it has like an adjustable wig cap. And so usually whenever I'm wearing these, I put like a shroud on and like dragon gloves, and so you can't even like see me. It's just like a just a dragon. But ooh, there's a hummingbird, you guys. Oh, she flew off. Come back. But but yeah. And I usually on the back how there's like spikes. If they don't have spikes, they're gonna have like dreadlocks, but I do like faux fur and feathers and silk floral sometimes and just different things. Um, you look like a Viking, hell yeah. The pink and purple one reminds me of the Arcanist from Flight Rising. I'm not familiar with that, but it sounds cool. But yeah, so it's. And she's gonna have a little bit more, like, there's gonna be some sculpting and stuff over here, like maybe some, like, dragon fins and who knows what else. But I like them. I like it. I like making the dragons. I love wearing them. They're so much fun. But, so yeah, these are the heads that we're painting these eyes for. So that way we can know what to color match. So now you know what I'm talking about whenever I say I've got a dragon head that needs. Oh, really, Hannah? But now you can see why it says, neon yellow, neon green, neon or neutral purple glow, neon pink/purple, neutral aqua glow. Those are the neutral is whenever they look like keratin, like fingernail material. Um, but they glow like blue or purple or something. Ah, right on. Amiris is so much planning. Yeah. I mean, one little step at a time, but we're getting through it, huh? And so now we're gonna keep painting dragon eyes. Woo! Because we certainly, I think, have our work cut out for us. And there's some of the dragons that aren't going to have eyes at all. They're going to be like a skull face. And because with all product lines that we take whenever we're vending or on our website or something, we try to keep a broad product line. Like with our jewelry, like say our finger rings. We have some finger rings that are just $5, but then we also have some that are 25. With our tie-dye, we have some tie-dyes that are, $30 and we have some that are 250. So we like to have a really broad price range. That way, if something in our booth catches someone's eye and they come by and they're like, oh my God, I love that. We'll be like, well, that one's $50, but we have a piece similar to it here for 25, or, we just do the sales thing. Like you can kind of tell, you just communicate with the customer and If they're like, oh, that's too expensive, then you can show them more affordable options. Or if they're like, oh, that's nice, but I'm looking for something more one of a kind or more ornate, and then we could show them our higher end options. And it's like, but if I only brought $5 rings, then I'm never gonna have like a super good show. And Brandy and I have found that out because like we always hire two of our close family members to come help us at our vending events now because we can only, like, let's say it takes 10 minutes per transaction. I can only help 6 customers per hour. Like, this is not true to reality. Like, it doesn't always take 10 minutes, but let's just say on average. Whereas if it's Randy and I both working, then and we can only help 6 customers per hour. Well, now we can help 12 customers per hour. And well, whenever we have two more helpers, we can help 24 customers per hour, like complete a sale. And so we can only, if I can only make those 24 sales per hour with, we can't really fit more than 4 people in our booth. So, then if I'm only selling $5 items, I'm not going to make very much per hour. Whereas if we have some $50, some $500, like, you know, it's your art, let it take you wherever you want it to take you and then charge accordingly. But that has really helped us. And that's something that I wish the me of 20 years ago when we were starting the business knew right out the gate is it's like, you're never going to sell something for $500 if you don't sell something for $500. Like you have to have it out and with that tag on it. Um, and the imposter syndrome is real. It's super duper real. Like, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. You got to not listen to that imposter syndrome voice and just fake it till you make it. Oh, well, hey, scene girl, how's it going? Hallie says was about to ask if you add extra helpers. 100%. It has almost doubled our sales at the vending events where we bring helpers. Um, like having helpers makes such a massive difference. Now, you can have a fully stocked booth of all the helpers in the world. If there's no one, if no one's there shopping, then, we don't bother with it. So usually if it's our first or second year doing a show and we don't know what to expect, usually if it's just the first year doing that show and we don't know what to expect, we won't bring helpers. Like we'll do a single booth, it'll just be the two of us and we'll do our best. But then we'll gauge from there if we want to come back with our full setup. And even then, we don't expect to really know what that event has to offer us until like after the third year of vending it. We'll kind of have developed a little bit more of an expectation of whether or not we need to bring our full booth and our helpers and stuff. Because some shows, I'll keep doing them for my whole life, but I'm not bringing my whole booth set up. I'm not like, there's the moth markets are one that I'm like, it's a really fun show and I love it, but I'm not setting up my whole grid wall backdrop for a 1 day show. I'm just not doing it. And that's okay. I'm going to keep doing the moth market events or other oddity events and stuff, but that's something I just know about me. Mm-hmm. That saves on having to pay for travel and housing for someone. It really does, Holly. And those things get, well, it doesn't really have the housing. We never have somebody help us that we wouldn't share a hotel room with. So it's like we just get 2 queen beds and bring enough earplugs for everybody because I snore. So, um, but yeah, no, we don't. So the housing expenses doesn't really get much more, and the food isn't even too much more because I usually cook in a crock pot whenever we are vending. But it probably still ends up doubling the food cost because we do, especially if it's a good show, we'll take everybody out to dinner. Oh, you should make Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, I love that. Yes, yes, I should. Lori says I made a $200 necklace last year. My friends thought it was a joke until I sold it. Phooey. I'm keeping all my sassy thoughts to myself, but your friends ought to be more supportive. You sure showed them. I do hope. Oh, the Light Fury. Well, I'd have to make the pair, obviously. Holly says my first broom sold was for $250, and that was about half of what I have seen some go for. Wow. But yeah, so it's I live to prove the imposter syndrome voice wrong. Just the one within myself, because there's no pleasing other people. Like, I don't know how many years it was before we stopped hearing from family members, when are you going to get a real job? You know, and now this has been our career for like 18 years, since 2008. It was back whenever Randy quit his day job, because the store I had worked at had closed down. So it's, you gotta do it. We're the only ones who can change our lives for the better. Nobody else is going to do it for us. People will try to help, but we gotta be the ones taking the lead on that. You know? Like, you gotta do the thing. And I tell y'all what, I am cheering you on, because if Randy and I can do it, y'all can do it, and we're here to help you if we can. It might just be in the form of encouragement or advice if we have any to give. Well, hey Tim, how's it going? Happy Friday to you too. We're just painting some dragon eyes. We're just painting some dragon eyes. We're still prepping up on the dragon heads, and I'm painting 22 dragon eyes and trying to get them to match each other. Which we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Because failure is not bad. I have failed more times than I have succeeded. 100% I have failed more than I have succeeded, but I've kept going every single time. And you keep doing it, you keep getting better, you keep learning. And I do believe that hard work pays off, and luck will find us when we're working hard. Shinran, yes! Shinran and Purunga. My husband's been wanting me to make a Shinran dragon for like ever, but I can't get over his dorky little horns. Because they're like deer horns with the felt still on. But I haven't tried it in a while, so I'm going to blame my inexperience, and I just kept making them wrong. But it's Ooh, no cook night for mom. Nice. Thank you so much for the happy belated birthday. It was fantastic, Piors. It was a very, very good day. Amber and I went out in the garden in the evening and watched the sunset because the clouds were so pretty. Like great big cumulus clouds. And it turned into a lightning storm once the sun had set. And so because, okay, you can, my markers, you can look up my cabbages. Oh, they're all out of order. You're out of order. Oh, it's not too bad. It's terrible. Oh, my markers. Okay, only some of them. Ooh, Randy, I'm the source of all of my problems. He's like, there's no helping you, woman. Side quest activated. Guess who gets to sort my markers? Oh, I had them in order and everything. Oh well. Putting the cap on that one. Woo! Woo! Oh dear, says Hannah. Yeah. I should do a blue eyes white dragon. What are y'all's favorite dragons from World of Warcraft? So I'm not going to put them back in any super particular order. I'm just going to cluster them. I do like to keep all the fluorescents together. That's true. Is that the fluorescent blue? No. Okay. I shouldn't be denying y'all the satisfaction of the marker going in the box. Oh, it's okay, we do's it. Randy's been like super mega watching a whole bunch of World of Warcraft, like lore and stuff. And there's some pretty cool, he and his friend used to collect mounts in WoW. And there were some that were like really cool looking dragon creatures. And so I was thinking that that would be pretty neat to glean some inspiration from super cool dragon mounts. Okay, so I think the black one goes there. But then, where does that one go? Uh-oh. Spaghettios. Oh well.
Are they not numbered?
They are, but they're not numbered in order.
Okay.
Yeah. But at least they're all in the box now.
Yeah.
That's one less thing. Time to get back to painting the eyeballs. Slap, slap, slap. Just putting some color down. And it's a fantastic opportunity to just practice doing as fine and delicate of a touch as you can. And lining up so that the brush of the tip is just brushing down, as opposed to like coming across it with a bold line. It's all just practicing and fine-tuning and learning what you like and how to do the thing that you want to do. Woo! Pot roast done. We're having leftover lasagna for dinner tonight. Oh, and I was going to get fancy and crack open a can of green beans. We went to the Sam's Club and got some green beans and some black beans and some bread. It's nice to get some new groceries in the house. Okay, so now I'm going to shift this around. I just changed whichever side I've been adding to because these are the oldest cabs in the sense of those were the ones that I added the color to longest ago. And I'm just going to build up that layer of pigment so that it is not translucent anymore. Ooh, right on. Cooking a pot roast this weekend. Hey, Randy.
Yeah?
Could you add carrots to the grocery list for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not making a pot roast, but I'm making stir fry. I know what carrots in it, but I thought about how I was going to ask you what all you put in your pot roast. I was like, I bet you should put some carrots in there. But yeah, I don't want to be rubbing it too much because I don't want to lift off the pigment that's beneath it.
You want a 5-pound bag?
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay.
So just doubling down on that pigment. Because I'd rather have to wait, till I'm done with the whole batch and go through and do another layer than have it be lifting pigment on me. Like I'm really pushing my luck by cross hatching this. I should just let it build up. There we go. You're so hungry. Where says he? I do. Nice. Yet another summer and has gone by and I haven't made focaccia bread. But I want to. But then we ate up all of Uncle Mike's tomatoes that they gave us while we were in Tennessee. And my tomatoes aren't coming in yet, but I really want to get into the rhythm of making bread again, like here at home, just because it's scrumptious. Like, if I'm going to be eating carbs, they better be delicious. Ooh, Barbie says, what size pigment powder do you purchase? Ooh, I don't know. I purchased through Art and Glow. So I thought I was just getting. I would tend towards a finer grain if I could, just because it would be more easily suspended in the resin. Now, we use Smooth Cast 325 by Smooth On, which cures in like 10 minutes. We could unmold it. It was still quite flexible, but we could unmold it. So I don't have to worry about things settling in it. Whereas if you have a slow, like a resin that'll take like hours and hours to set up, which usually those ones are like crystal clear with no bubbles and stuff in them, your pigment will settle into, like, if we were casting a horn. Now this one, it's got a line in it because I ended up doing 2 casts, but all of your pigment will end up settling out of the resin into the tip. If I used if I used opal flakes or something, and then it's a long cure resin, like something that takes a long time to thicken up, whereas this stuff does a pretty good job. Friday night cardboard pizza with olive. What's cardboard pizza with olives, onions, and cheese added to make it decent? I understand. Waiting for my kid to cook dinner. I got all she needs for 4 meals she wants to cook, so I get the weekend off. Ah, that's awesome. And then here is our problem child, where you can see the light coming through it. There we go. I could probably use one more layer. But now we get to start. Ah. I love sorting pastels up in darker shades by a tier. Okay, so now we get to decide which ones look most alike. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the ones, ooch, that's how I knocked over my markers before. The ones that are obviously bigger, thicker pupils off to one side, and then the ones that are obviously thinner pupils off to another. And then we'll just start picking ones that kind of look like they might be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Mm-hmm. Some of them might be better candidates for matching up than others. What size is the pack of Arctic markers, and do you like the choice of colors? I want to try some. Um, I got their 60 saturated colors. I am pretty pleased. It has a good. They don't blend well, so I would get even more colors if I could. I wish they had more blues and purples and greens because those are my favorite colors. But they have some nice, like, neutral, like, flesh tones, kind of. Um, for like doing like anime and stuff, I guess. But it's a pretty all right. It's pretty all right. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. And then some of them just don't match each other for crap. And that's okay too, because we're gonna shave them. How to shave your dragon. It's LASIK for dragons. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the ones that are like most horribly mismatched. Because I'll save the easy ones for whenever I'm not feeling motivated. You can tell that we are gonna be friends. And so oftentimes I'll just start by trying to square it up. And then from here we can try to make the length be the same. And I look at the length by the relation between the excuse me, between the edge of the cabochon and the tip of the pupil. And then we can give it a little bit more character. Like one side definitely has more of like a swoop-de-boop. And so we can just shave it down. Worst case scenario right here, you guys, is we shave it down to nothing and we just have to repaint the pupil. So you'll be okay. It's alright if everything goes horribly awry. Everything's gonna be okay. You'll just have to do all the work over again. Like, worst case scenario. It's not going to so far. I haven't had these spontaneously combust. I also make sure to not be working near an open flame whenever I'm using the nail polish. I think those match very slightly. They're getting there. This one needs thinned down just a little more. It's a little longer on this side. Well, I think that'll do. I think that'll do just fine. Because especially, these aren't being displayed on the dragon like this. You can also check. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. Randy.
Yeah.
It's like a Kishin.
Yeah, a little bit.
We watch too much anime. And so now to get rid of this like little line, I'm coming in with a chisel tip. I'm just coming in from another angle. So there's one pair down. Let's paint them. We've been waiting all stream to get some paint on a dragon. These are going to be neon freaking yellow. And should it, hey Randy,
Yeah.
should it be yellow and gold or should it be yellow and silver?
Which face is it going with?
The toxic yellow magma one. I'm going to make an executive call and say silver.
Okay.
You took too long.
Well, there's that much of a delay for me to hear what you said.
Oh, gotcha.
But also, is gold going to block out a lot of the glow?
No.
Okay.
Like, it's all going to get shaved down to be nice and glowy.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. These are the colors I'm going to be painting with. And I'm going to try my best to stay in frame. And I'm going to... I like to have the white behind it instead of my desk, just because it really gives me a good idea of the translucency of whatever paint I'm putting down. So from here, I do want there to be I'm doing like a stippled yellow. Whatever color we put down first is very likely going to be predominantly what's visible whenever we flip it over. But this is the layer that I'm like, I don't want to really be scratching past this. Even though I know I still will. It's a nice opportunity. And so now I'm going to kind of gently reduce that scatter of little freckles. Gato motion. Is that what it's called? And then adding in, just for a little bit of a metallic shimmer, there in close to the pupil. So there's that one. And now I'm going to do a neon green. There we go. So just dot, dot, dot. So there's that. And now I'm going to take this yellow, the neon yellow again, and I'm going to start layering in from the edges. Just slapping it down, trying to exceed past where the black acrylic marker was laying. So there you can see how that's starting to be blended in. Again, trying to remember to breathe and not be holding tension in my neck and shoulders. This is a marathon of painting eyes. I don't need to be all clenched up. I just need to relax. So there's the first layer. I'm going to do just a little bit of silver coming around on the edging. Again, coming in just a little bit farther. Now, I have not been able to find a glow in the dark, or rather, I haven't been able to purchase a glow in the dark acrylic marker, like a genuine glow. And whenever I make my dragon heads, I like for there to be 3 dragons potentially seen. One under regular daylight, one under a UV black light, and one that's glowing when all lights have been turned off. Randy and I have grand ambitions of one day being able to wire up our dragons with LEDs and like a battery pack. That way it can be add in a 4th dragon, which is the luminous dragon. Like that would be super cool. And there we are with the silver. It gives a nice little bit of flash whenever there's movement. I love metallics for that purpose. And now we're going to come through with the green. Amamra says thunder is here now. Oh, animatronic. That's well out of my wheelhouse and is in the realm of one day, but we'll be lighting stuff up before we start making things move. For now. Coming through with the green. I had started to say earlier, but then I knocked my markers over, I think. I don't know, feels like it was like 4 days ago, even though it was this live stream. We look up the radar maps for the weather, and you can also look up a lightning activity map. And you can see, like, we were looking at the sky last night, and, it's like, where is that thunder? Because, like, we didn't have any thunderstorms, estimated for our area until 7 a.m. of the next morning. So we're like, where is that lightning? And so we looked up on this lightning tracker, and we were seeing lightning that was either out over the Tulsa area or out over northern Arkansas. Like it is so flat here, but it was pretty cool to be able to check in with it online. So that's looking pretty neat. It's a little chaotic because we don't have it completely colored in, but we're gonna do some scraping. And again, I don't need to go all the way in towards the middle. I just want to get it feathering around the edges. And I like the acrylic because it does flake off very, very nice and like it comes off a fine crumble. Which lets us get some really nice sharp lines. Wow, Holly, that's wild. Was that like recently? And so I'm coming back over what we had just scratched. Wow, Holly, that's that's wild. And you can see all those details now. So it's before scratching and after scratching. And so now I'm going to come through and do some scratching on this layer. Well, hey, Frankie Danky, how's it going? So I'm just scratching. It's a whole lot of this, y'all. It's a whole lot of this. But I love it. I love doing the same thing over and over and over again. Unfortunately, we're not doing custom orders right now. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Doing great, and you? We're doing really well. It's a beautiful day. Having fun during the live stream, getting a lot of stuff made. But I wouldn't be able to get the effects that we get though with just the paintbrush or just that, like the scraping really gives us those super fine scratch lines. And with a very little bit of like cross hatching layering back over, it can give it a really cool effect. And you can see it leaves these little pockets around the edges. Oh, brown would be a good addition. You know, let me put some in on the edge. And this is, unfortunately, I only have the one color of brown in the whole box of markers. I really could have gone with a better brown. Like I could use like 6 different tones of brown, from like tan to a deep like walnut would be really nice. That just for doing like trees and stuff and nature scenes. And so I'm just filling in right on that edge. And you can see that added very, very little. But it's just a touch. Maybe whenever we get a little bit more color onto the back. And I did to one, so I must to another. Hey, Christina, how's it going? Yep, we're doing Dragon Eyes today. I've got 11 dragons that need the gift of sight, so we're gonna get some eyes painted and put into their heads hopefully today. Well, actually, the eyes will be getting painted today. Tomorrow we'll be doing this sculpting, backing them with glow-in-the-dark polymer clay. A lot of work. It is, but it's worthwhile. So since we are, let me put this into the trash can. Excuse me. Let me get some water. Pardon me, y'all. Since we're going to be backing this with a glow-in-the-dark clay, this is another way that we can test. I can't be having the paint density so much to where we can't see the white through the eye, because that's going to be where the glow clay comes through. Goodness gracious. So now I'm going to come in with some more green. And now is whenever I start using the broader edge of the felt tip, because I really want to get that color pressed down and in so it's making good adhesion to the glass in these tiny little scratches that we've done, if that makes sense. And so it gives us a really cool, like, little variegated edging. Right? I'm over here like sipping coffee and water trying to get my throat cleared. It's honestly, I don't think I've been doing a whole lot of talking over the past couple of days. And so to be busting a live stream uh, out of nowhere is challenging my vocal cords today. So I'll be having some honey and tea after the stream, I think. But it's been, because I had my respirator on because we were doing resin for 2 days. Ooh, like butterfly wings. I love that. And now I'm going to fill it in quite densely with the neon yellow. In fact, I kind of want to fill in really densely. Like really, really densely. There we go. So I've completely filled it in. You can see that is problematic, but it's going to be okay because we're going to do another layer of scratching. So just wiping, and also I love that I don't have to wear my respirator while working with these acrylic markers, as opposed to if I'm using nail polish, I have got to. Hey, Virginia, how was CreepyCon? Says my vocals are worn out between CreepyCon and working at Spirit again, so I feel you on that. But we're gonna be doing another layer of scratching on these, so that'll open it up for some nice glow to be able to come through. And so again, I don't want to be coming through too much to the middle. Like I'm trying to give it a couple of millimeters of birth at least to make sure I'm not accidentally over scratching. And so just coming through this way. Oh, really? Virginia says it was fun, but I guess attendance was down a bit this year according to the other vendors. Gotcha. And I'm trying to remember, was this your first time vending or your first time vending a convention? Or am I just got my wires crossed again? Did you get to see our friend Creep Tart, Yvette? I'd been meaning to text her and ask and see how CreepyCon was. I'm a bad friend though, y'all. I think of my friends often, but I reach out and actually communicate very little. I wish I would do better about that, but fortunately my friends love me for how I am anyhow. So now you can see that'll have some nice glow coming through. Oh, well, I appreciate you being so understanding, Laura. First vending this convention, been vending for a couple of years. I missed Creep Tart. All right on. Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get the scraping intensity to match on both eyes. And then I'm going to come through and do a little bit more work specifically around the pupil. So that we can get a really nice gradient effect with I'm going to zoom out just a little. There we go. And so now I'm holding it so that some light is lensing through. And I am just very gently and carefully feathering and making that little bit of gradient to fade out from the middle. Because in the center by the pupil is where I want the most glow to come through. So you may be able to see there. Let me, of course, check the front. I want to make sure that I haven't overextended into the edge of the pupil. Oh yeah, that would be Holly. And then we're just coming through. And then I just expand that scratch range up into the paint that's already it still needs thinned out a little bit more on this side just to get whoop, whoop. Well. They're super durable, all right. That's for the good. That's for the best. I think that's looking pretty good. So it's going to have all that for the glow to shine through. Hey Mia, how's it going? And well, I think that's going to be all right. And now I am going to, let's say if we had scratched it, I would come through and just darken in the back with some more of the black marker. In fact, you can actually see just a very little bit down there at the bottom. I scratched into it. And so I filled it in. I'm pretty happy with that. Good night, Tracy. Or you say night-night to Hannah. Good night to everybody who's going night-night. I'll still be here. I don't get to stop working today until these dragon eyes are done. Pray for me. Like, I love what I do, but I'm wore out. That okay. Ah, to Hannah, got you. And so I'm just going to come through, scratch, scratch, scratch. Trying to make sure I don't goober up the pupil like how I did on the last one. I mean, you can see it was the end of the world. Clearly, I had to burn the whole craft room down and start over. No, it's fine whenever those things happen. I'd just rather them not. And that's okay. There we go. So again, with that effect. And I do these ones specifically this way because we're going to be backing them in the glow-in-the-dark pigment. And so whereas if we weren't trying to make them glow in the dark, I'd probably back the whole thing in like a metallic. I'd do like another layer of colors and then another layer of scratch and then just a layer of metallic. Oh, wait, no. I'd do a layer of metallic, scratch it, and do a layer of neon. Yeah. That would be cool. Can y'all hear that squeaky little squeak squeak of the there we go. I can come in way farther on this side. So I'm just trying to loosely feather into around the pupil as well. Woo! You've got this, Brooke. You'll do great. Good luck. Get that bread. Because I don't want one eye to be more bold around the color in the center than the other. Okay. Alright, I am pleased. I don't want to push my luck. Says I as I push my luck. Okay. So there's one pair. We'll be backing them with clay tomorrow. So that is the neon yellow. I don't have a pen. Boop. Ooh. There we go. And now we get to do some neon green. So let's see if we can make these two pupils match. And I'm just going to keep going down the list just because otherwise I get super overwhelmed. So with the neon green, I'm going to do green and metallic green. Okay, I am going to, there's my ball, make these pupils match first. I'm going to be using either blue or green glow clay. For the lemon yellow, I'll probably be doing a green glow clay. There we go. Just kind of scratching out an edge. And I need to not do it back and forthy. I need to just go, there's one line, there's two lines. Because otherwise I get a jagged edge that's difficult to smooth out without having to continuously remove a little bit more material. I mean, that's okay. It's not, again, it's not the end of the world. It's just when you've got 22 of something, it helps to focus on how do I get the result that I'm looking for. I think that's looking pretty good. Ah, well, thank you, Peggy. I'm really enjoying it. So one is just a little longer than the other, but it's pretty close. I could shave down this side just a little bit more. I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah. And so now I can come in. I try to not use like Q-tips and things like that just because I find it's really difficult for me to control the application. And so I only do that if I'm planning on removing everything that's on the eye because otherwise I will mess up my paint. That's why I like the dry scraping. There we go. And so now I'm using their metallic green from the Arctic markers. Ooh, I'm going to do the neon first. Just because, again, I really want these eyes to pop under a black light. So just coming all the way around. Now also, I think it's fantastic to use the acrylic markers in conjunction with acrylic paints. Especially, like, I like the markers for the first couple of layers where it really matters to me that I get a nice, like, feathering there on the inside. Um, but if y'all remember, if you were here for whenever I was streaming the Dragon Eye sculptures for our midsummer auction, on those ones, I would often go through and sponge on the back. Like whenever they're this stage, I would do acrylic paint just out of a bottle, usually one of the metallics. And so it's a great way to be able to expand upon the colors that come in the acrylic marker box, but also to like broaden the palette of the neon colors that are, because I was able to use folk art and Master's Touch neon paints as well, and that was really nice. So there's that one. So now I'm gonna slap down, or do we scratch it? Let's scratch it. Again, just dodging that pupil. There we go. Well, hey, Lita, how's it going? Talked me right to sleep. I missed everything. Oh, I hope you had a good nap. Okay. And I'm going to kind of alternate eyes where, like, the first ones we did were kind of intensely scratched and pigmented and stuff. This next one, I'm going to go for the less is more. Gosh, that looks pretty, though. I love that. Scratched versus not scratched. It's just neat Ooh, good luck, Amer. So tomorrow we have a live stream. There's chickens in my front yard. Biscuit, what are you doing, girl? There's your shadow. Can you? There's a chicken butt. There's a chicken butt. Tomorrow we're live streaming on Kick from 3 to 6 p.m. um, oh, I haven't gotten to go play with my chickens in ages. It's been so hot and nasty outside. And we will be. Hopefully, I'll have all these painted and we'll be able to sculpt them and get them set into the dragons. And I really look forward to that for sure. So be sure to sign up for a free newsletter if you guys want to come and hang out tomorrow in our live stream on Kick. But before we go, I'm going to do the metallic green. Ooh, cheeseburger tacos. Tasted like burger, looked like taco. Nice. Okay, and I'm going to try to put this on where it's like coming in past the neon green as well. Oh! Oh, Peggy, thank you so much. She says, I feel bad you keep having to pay shipping for my winnings. Love you both. Well, thank you so much, but please don't feel bad. It's our pleasure and our joy to get to be able to do the giveaways and stuff, but we super duper heckin' appreciate y'all. So thank you so much, Peggy. Wow, what a great stream today, you guys. So there it is with that metallic green. And let me grab the black light so that I can show y'all what it is. This will look like, what with all that neon on there. So I bet we can do another layer of neon and then another layer of scratches and then another layer of the, thank you honey, another layer of the metallic green on the back, but we'll leave the whole inside open. So if you guys want to see how that looks, keep an eye out on maybe like our social media or just stay tuned to what we've got coming next because we've got all these dragons to finish up before Labor Day weekend, so in a handful of weeks. But thank you guys for a fantastic live stream today, and I will see y'all next time. So until then, happy crafting. Mwah. Bye, you guys.